today's video. If this is your first time at my channel, hi, I'm Tabitha, and I'm so glad that you found today's video, and I hope that you feel inspired when you leave today's video. I'm going to share with you my packing list, which I'll have linked down below. I'm going to share with you things that I wish I would have brought to the beach this last weekend, and how to take a more Instagrammable or like Pinterest vacation, because I think it's so important when you go to the beach to feel like cute and bougie also while you're like relaxing. It's just more fun that way, because then you can like take cool Instagram pictures and fun stuff like that. Obviously, you don't need these things to have a super awesome vacation, but some of them I just thought were super fun to throw in there and just maybe to give you ideas. Let's stop talking and get into the video. Number one is a Polaroid camera. Pretty much, I literally have kind of always wanted a Polaroid camera, but you have to be artsy to have one. I just have always felt like a not really artsy person, but I feel like as I've grown up, I've kind of become more confident in attempting to be artsy, and so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get a Polaroid camera. So they're $49.99 on Amazon, and then I got this adorable case on Amazon for $12, which, by the way, it's so cool because you can just keep a Polaroid camera in here, and you can take the back off if it's in the way. I got this on Amazon for about $35, which is like an estimated 50 cents per film because there's 60 of them in here. So it's a little bit expensive. Something you have to know about having a Polaroid camera is when you turn it on, it tells you the lighting of the room. Also, they have this special thing that comes with it that helps you get a close-up. It has to be 2 feet away for it to focus by itself unless you put the extra lens on. My friend Abby and I took like the cutest pictures ever. We did fun ones where like we stood on the beach, you know, and took them from there, and then we obviously took the fun selfies, and then I took this picture like on the bed, and like when Abby was telling me she was taking it, she's like, it looks super awesome because I'm in my bathing suit, you know, like cozy in a blanket. And then we looked at it afterwards and we're like, oh my word, that literally looks so risque. Like, It was super fun to be able to see the pictures immediately and then know that as soon as you get home, you can add them to a scrapbook, or you can find like a cute little place to like hang them all up on like twinkle lights and all those fun Pinteresty Instagrammable things. The next thing that you can bring on your beach trip to have an this is hard to say, Instagrammable vacation, is to bring either like a hair mask or like a face mask, because like after the day of being in the sun and maybe getting sunburned, hopefully you put on your sunscreen. So often, you know, you get really dehydrated because you weren't drinking enough water, you were in the sun, or obviously you were in the salt water, and so being able to bring like a moisturizing like sleeping mask so you like sleep with it on. When we got back from the beach, we just like put our face masks on and we watched a movie, and then we went to bed, which was so fun, and then we woke up super early so we could get cute pictures. So I just love that idea, and then your skin looks awesome for those Instagram pictures that you want to take in the morning. Number 3 is to get sunscreen, and like obviously like Tabitha, I know this, but wait a second before you fast forward this section. There's this thing called like coral reef safe sunscreen, and like you may not care about this, but at least it's interesting to know about it. The sunscreen actually kills and damages the coral in Hawaii. To my knowledge right now, it is illegal to wear sunscreen on the beach. The lifeguards will actually come and confiscate your sunscreen if you wear it. Then again, a lot of girls go to the beach and they don't actually go into the ocean, they just stay on the sand. So I guess that's a different story if you want to use normal sunscreen, but I just want to encourage you guys to maybe look into that and think, do I want to use healthy sunscreen? I got a beach tent. So now let me tell you, this was so worth it. Not only is it a little bit cold at the beach during April, but like this beach tent protects you from the UV rays of the sun. It doesn't get too hot or too cold. Like my friend Abby was in there the entire time we were at the beach. Here I am like tanning out and just sunbathing, reading my book, you know, just feeling all relaxed, being creative and thought processing my daydreams, and then here Abby is watching The Office in this tent. Like literally the funniest thing ever. It was so easy to put up because I was like so worried. I was like, oh my gosh, like here I am about to put up this tent, like 2 girls trying to figure this out and with like very little reading comprehension skills, and then all you do is take it out of the bag and pull the string and tie the bow. Bang, you're literally done. Except because it's windy, you probably want to secure it with a little post, so you just tie the little string to the post and set it in the sand and go boop boop boop. It was so worth it. It's on Amazon, it's prime shipping, so you guys can get it if you want to. I'll link it down below. And so literally so worth it. They have like this really cute like turquoisey color one. I got like the baby blue color because I just love that color. When I was filming for this, it was a little bit windy, so it's hard to see like how amazingly structured it is, but it literally did not move, didn't fall over. The next next idea I had to make your vacation more Instagrammable, Pinterest worthy, or just inspiring in general is to do this cute little thing that I just thought of in my brain. You know how people say it speaks to me? Like find a shell that you're like, ooh, this is just so special, so different, like you're just like kind of attracted and drawn to it. Pick that shell, and then I dare you to try to find it on Google and figure out what type of shell it is, and then look up the symbolic meaning of that shell. I always like to find things and then look up the symbolic meaning, or if I have a dream about something, I'll look up the symbolic meaning and I'll be like, God, is this something like you're trying to tell me? And so like we have this fun little thing that we'll do, and he'll literally speak into my life and he'll be like spot on with something, and I'm just like, God's so cool like that. So I encourage you to do that and see what happens, and please comment below. I would literally love to know so much, and I'm sure everybody else in this video would love to scroll down and read some cool comments too. So looking forward to those. My next idea I'm going to combine into one. So like obviously people know that you can bring like a book, so I think bringing a book is a great idea, especially like, just pull my hair, especially like a book that's like an inspirational book. There's this book called Girl Wash Your Face, literally so good, I'll link it down below. That's the kind of book that you want to read when you're at the beach. It's just so inspiring. She shares her stories about how she believed all these lies about her life and then how she overcame those lies. Not only that, but to bring a journal and have like creative time. I think it's so important to reflect on how far you've come. Look at maybe how far your relationship with God has come, or like how far you've come from just the fact of your personality and your character growing up and maturing in who you are, and your friendships, and like you can look at the things that were hard and like how you are growing more and more, and just taking the time to look back and like really appreciate and be like either thank you Jesus, or just like wow, I am so proud of myself, like I survived, like I did. You could write a song, you could just literally write about the ocean and things that you usually don't really notice, but because you're paying attention and you're not on your phone, you know, you notice how the foam is like super fluffy on the water, but if you grab it, it just kind of disappears. And it's like fun stuff like that. If you take a second and just like put your phone away, there's so many beautiful things about nature that sometimes I think our generation misses, which is so sad, because I feel like it's not that our phones are bad, it's just that the amount of time that it'd be like hamburgers and ice cream aren't necessarily bad, but if that's all you eat, you're probably gonna die. Another way to have a super Pinterest Instagrammable vacation is to get an adorable towel. Now, I have this little tip. Of course, there's like cute towels all over the internet everywhere and blah, 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 blah. There's this fabric called microfiber, and something I just now learned about is that microfiber does not pick up the sand. If you're like sunbathing on the beach and then you go in the ocean, you get wet, you don't want to dry yourself off with a sandy towel. And plus, this towel is just super cute, super soft. When we were walking onto the beach, we had so much stuff, and I was just like, I cannot carry anymore. So this little thing just fit right in my beach bag. Thanks for sticking it out to the end with me. You're the real MVP. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Consider giving it a thumbs up if you did. It really helps me get into suggested videos. Also, if you like me, I mean what we do here, go ahead and click the subscribe button and then push the little bell icon if you want to be the first to know about all my videos. So some of you asked when my upload days are, and it's supposed to be Thursday. However, like magically sometimes it turns into Saturday, which I don't know how that happens, but it does. So just letting you know. I'll see you guys in my next video on Thursday or maybe Saturday, who knows? Okay, bye.